Women don't need men. Do you want to elaborate a bit on that?
A lot of people think that women need men in society to maintain. I don't think so. I think women would do better off without men.
I agree to that.
How about
Men, on the other hand, are quite motivated outside of men. Older women who are divorced and don't plan on getting in relationships anymore still maintain their lifestyle. They still keep their places clean. They still maintain.
But what happens in this scenario? Within 72 hours, there's no electricity. There's no food, and you don't have male firefighters to put these fires out. So let's assume like a woman loses her residence. What then?
Women know how to collect food. I mean, back when we were hunter-gatherers, the gatherers, being women, would
you think the
provide
average urban woman knows how to collect food in the forest?
Yeah, that's what women used to do.
They used to do, but that was like taught. So you take like a man who's grown up in an urban environment and a woman who's grown up in an urban environment. They both have like very little knowledge.
It's finally happening. Women are slowly starting to realize why men are walking away. Not because men are weak, not because they're afraid of commitment, but because they're tired of the games, the double standards, and the never-ending list of demands.
Would you rather one evening with me or a year's supply of this sandwich?
Let me tell you something, a pastrami sandwich never asked me to Uber them home at 3 a.m. A pastrami sandwich never gave me no lip or attitude. A pastrami sandwich.
Men are in trouble. Girls these days are too arrogant.
I choose sandwich.
These poor men. Somebody said pastrami. Oh my god. Pastrami for a night or pastrami sandwiches for a year. Somebody else said the best part of a pastrami is that it lets you eat it in peace. I didn't realize there was a sexual innuendo in that one. I was just like, oh, you just get to eat in peace.
Do you trust your man around other women?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you trust other women around your man?
No. No.
If women don't even trust other women, why would they expect a man to trust women?
See, for years, modern dating has been like a job interview where men have to prove their worth, show their wallet, provide stability, take responsibility, and what do they get in return? A woman who tells him, I don't need a man. And now, those same women are looking around and realizing, wait, why aren't men chasing us anymore?
We're painfully single. The only romance in our lives is in the fake scenarios we imagine to fall asleep. We're painfully single. Our expectations are so high, the only men that could reach them are fictional. We're painfully single. We're convinced that the boy we saw at the airport 5 years ago and never saw again was our soulmate.
You've almost got it. Let's keep tugging at this string here. Are we starting to maybe see a pattern? All of the behaviors you've described involve, if not avoiding men entirely, projecting fantasy elements onto unsuspecting himbos that you'll never see again so that you don't have to face the reality of the actual human conditions and the imperfections that lie within it. Wait, so refusing to talk to anybody who isn't a wealthy 6'4" librarian who's obsessed with cooking and cleaning and won't let you lift a finger hasn't been rewarding and empowering for you as a woman? What you are describing is called escapism, and a little bit of gentle escapism can be nice. That's why we like video games and books and sitting on the toilet until our feet go numb, but too much of it will just keep us lonely.
My channel is pretty much built for women to become better partners for their husbands or for their boyfriends. And a lot of women hate my channel. If you hate my personality, that's one thing, but if you hate my message of how to be a great partner, and then look in the mirror and say, why don't I have a great husband? I think we just found the answer.
Because here's the truth, men are choosing peace over chaos. They'd rather be single than get stuck in a relationship where their loyalty, money, and time are never enough. They're done being treated like walking ATMs and emotional punching bags. And women are slowly painfully starting to accept it. You hear it in their own words. Where did all the good men go? Why don't men want to date seriously anymore? Why are men checking out? It's not a mystery. It's cause and effect.
I hate to break it to you. I think that we've just got a very, very selfish culture of women. And to any women out there that say I have internalized misogyny or anything like that, that would require that I have a problem with women worldwide. I do not have a problem with women worldwide. I have a problem with Western women. And if you think that I'm just like making this up out of nowhere, reflect on the fact that there are Western men that are flying out east to find wives. Are Eastern men coming out west to find wives? No. Where in the world are men flying out in droves to marry American women? Nobody wants us. Why? We're big, we're selfish. We don't want to hear anything. You can't tell me to eat less. You can't tell me to change my life. You can't tell me it's not about me.
What do you mean, what would I do for you? Like, are you the girl? Are you the girl princess? What do you want? What do you want? What can I do for you? Ew, literally, what can you do for me? That's the reframe. That's how you should be thinking. What can I do for her? For her. Because I don't believe men were worshipped. No, it was the women. The women, if we go back in history, I know we failed that class. God, I don't even know if we showed up. And by we, I mean you. I definitely went. I failed, but I went. And I know that the women were worshipped. The men wanted to marry the women. The men showed up with gifts. They showed up with offerings. They said, I have these things I can provide. I can do for her. Let me marry her.
Men didn't change. The dating game did. Men just finally stopped playing. Now, when men walk away, women are left sitting there shocked, realizing maybe, just maybe, men had a point.
And I don't mean to make you an example out of you guys, but what I'm trying to say is that parents, a lot of the times, protect their daughters from doing undesirable things that will hurt their ability to find a man in the future. Pornography, OnlyFans, all this stuff hurts your chances of finding a suitable husband. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so good to be with parents and why men value that, because your parents are the first line of defense of you tarnishing your ability to find a man. No guy wants to walk down an aisle, right, and marry a woman that he knows was involved in, you know, pornography, OnlyFans, being a like, no guy wants that, man.
They'll smash you, but never take you serious.
Yeah, they might have sex with you. I mean, I don't want to be like an asshole, but have you guys ever asked yourselves why your guys haven't proposed to you?
That's why.
Probably because of lifestyle.
Like, yeah. I don't mean to like be an asshole here, but think about it. Your guy's been with you for 7 years, and he's been with you for 7 years. Why haven't they proposed to you?
Because of the lifestyle,
reasons.
The drinking, the OnlyFans, the strip.
A study on date psychology recently revealed that 48% of men 26 to 40 years old have not approached women in the past year, and 60% of men aged 18 to 25 said they haven't. In the entire dataset, 30% of men said they never approached a woman in person before. Ever.
They actually went into the reasoning behind these men not going and speaking to women. And I believe the list was scared of rejection, scared of like an HR response or being reported or Me Too'd in some way, shape, or form, not being successful, and just not feeling the need to walk up to women anymore was also one of the many answers that men gave on the list of reasons why they no longer approach women. So it's interesting out there.
And that's the reality. The more men refuse to tolerate the nonsense, the faster women will wake up. But by the time some of them finally figure it out, it might be way too late.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the dating pool for men in 2024. Here we go. Crystal, she's 31. She says, mother of 4, freshly out of a 13-year relationship, so I'm moving slow. Where? Whose metric are we measuring this by? Must respect my kids come first. Must respect my ex, father of my kids. Those two are actually quite actual factual. Healthy, right? This is where it gets ugly. And this is just where it goes straight down to hell. Must be 6 foot or over. Must be a family man, a provider and protector. Must be patient and kind. I'm pretty basic. I work a lot, take care of my house and my kids, and stay to myself. Occasionally, I'd like to go out, but truly, I'd rather be home cuddled up watching movies. A lot of men will date single mothers, but not ones fresh out of a 13-year relationship, and not ones that think their standards are so high that they can set a qualification for height.
Thing is, women don't understand how many men actually don't mind providing for them, and how many men want a serious, committed relationship. But where are all the good men?
Today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.